Hi guys, my name's Barry and welcome back to the channel. I thought with the video that I've done previously about 5 things that we wanted to see in the new Halloween series, whether it be the TV show or the movies, I thought to myself, there's obviously going to be things that we don't want to see in this new Halloween franchise. So what I've decided to do is give you 5 things that we don't want to see. Now, when I say 5 things that we don't want to see, this is going from my experience of what I don't want to see. And also I've checked online with what people are saying, please don't do this and please don't do that. I've kind of put it all together and this is just going to be the top 5 things that we don't want to see at all. The first and the most obvious thing that we don't want to see is a rehash of Laurie Strode. It doesn't matter if it's not Jamie Lee Curtis. I think the character of Laurie Strode has been done to death now. So I think we can leave Laurie Strode out of it because that's just something that we really don't want to see anymore. We've already had 4 iterations of Laurie Strode. That includes the Laurie Strode from Halloween 1 and 2, the Laurie Strode from Halloween H2O and Resurrection, the Laurie Strode from the remake from Rob Zombie, and then we got the 4th iteration of Laurie Strode, which was the David Gordon Green trilogy. So it's safe to say that they've already done Laurie Strode to death now. I think it's time that we move on from her. Please don't include Laurie at all. The next thing that we don't want to see is for them to cover old ground. And what I mean by that is, don't show us Michael Myers as a 6-year-old child killing his sister. We already know that happened. It's similar to seeing Batman's parents die or seeing Uncle Ben die from the Spider-Man series. I think we already get the gist of that. Whether you're a new fan of Halloween or an old fan of Halloween, everybody knows the original story of Michael Myers. So please don't go over the old ground again. Don't show us him killing his sister. Don't show us the things that we've seen over and over again, because that sort of thing just gets really boring. So tread over new ground, give us new developments, don't give us what we've already seen time and time again. The third thing that I don't want to see is a Michael Myers TV show. Now I know that we've mentioned that they're probably going to be doing a TV series and then they're going to be doing a Michael Myers movie series, and then hopefully they'll come together. But what I don't want to see is the TV series focusing on Michael Myers, because Michael Myers, as interesting as he can be, there's only so much that you need to know or want to know about Michael Myers. So if you're going to give us a 6, 8, 12 episode TV show, how much can you show us Michael Myers without us going, nope, we don't want to see that? So you can't really flesh out a Michael Myers TV series over 6, 8, 12 episodes. It's just not going to work because we're going to get really bored really fast. We don't want to see too much of Michael Myers. We don't want to see how Michael Myers kills, why he kills. We don't want to get into the mind of Michael Myers. So when it comes to the TV shows that are inevitably going to be happening, please don't include Michael Myers as one of the main characters. It just wouldn't work. The next thing that I don't want to see is drastic changes. And by that I mean, don't change the location too far. I know that people didn't like California as a location in Halloween H2O, which is understandable, but it was still acceptable for me. But I don't want them to go to, say, London or Sydney and set it in Australia or the UK or have a British Michael Myers. Don't do that. Don't do that at all, because that just wouldn't work. And even to the smaller points that are still important, like Michael Myers' look, don't give him a clown mask. Don't give him a pink uniform. Don't give him anything like that. Michael Myers needs to be the way we see Michael Myers, and that is with the white mask that are similar to the William Shatner mask and the blue-ish coveralls. Keep it basic. Have the basic fundamentals that are important for the Halloween franchise, and that is set it in Illinois. Possibly and hopefully set it in Haddonfield. Give us a sanitarium at some point. Give us the main things that we want to see as part of the Halloween franchise. Yes, you can miss out Laurie Strode. All those sorts of things don't matter. The grounded things that matter to us are the important things, like the sanitarium, like Haddonfield, like Michael Myers, like Michael Myers' look, because we need to have a similar look, if not the exact same look to Michael. If you change it up too much and too drastically, we're just going to zone out, so please don't do that. The 5th and final thing that I don't want to see is a supernatural element to Michael Myers. Please don't make it supernatural. And when I say that, I don't mean don't make him magical and mystical at times where you question what he's doing or how he's able to do things, like falling off a building and disappearing. That's okay, because a human could do that if you explain it, but don't explain it. Do things like that, that's fine. But what I don't want you to do is give us the thorn curse or anything like that. Don't have movies where we can control Michael Myers with stones. Don't do movies where you pray to something and Michael Myers does your work for you. That just isn't going to work. It might have worked back in the 90s for some people, but it wouldn't work today. If you want to bring in a more supernatural element and you have to do it, then leave it for the TV show if you're doing an anthology TV show or the Season of the Witch remakes. Things like that would possibly work with supernatural elements to it. But with the Michael Myers movies, I think most of us will agree that we want a grounded Michael Myers. Yes, we want him to survive bullets, but we don't want it to be too supernatural. And when I say survive bullets, that happens in movies all the time. I always get questioned by people, why do you think Michael Myers is only human when he survives shootings and stabbings and fallings? Well, that's just movie magic, guys. John Wick is a human being and he survived worse. Dominic Toretto from the Fast and Furious franchise has survived worse than that as well, but nobody ever questions their humanity. They always think that they're human beings, whereas when Michael Myers survives less, they think, oh, he must be supernatural. No, it's just movie magic. So yes, have a slight supernatural edge to Michael Myers, but that's it. So that's 5 of the most popular things that we and I don't want to see in the new Halloween franchise. And when I've said this before, it's about the TV shows and the movies, because I think we're going to get both. But what do you think, guys? What do you think of the 5 things that I've mentioned? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? I know that some people do like the supernatural element to it, and I don't just mean the supernatural edge that Michael has. I mean, some people do like the Thorn Curse, and that's fine. But leave your opinions down below, guys. What do you think? What do you not want to see in the Halloween franchise? If you want to talk about what you do want to see, I've done a previous video on the 5 things that I do want to see. So check that out if you want to discuss that. But for this one, let me know what you don't want to see. And as always, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I'll see you soon. Meeting adjourned.
I'll be right back.
What are you waiting for, huh?
Coming to get you, Barbara.
Ever played in the cat?
Someone's in the back!